Decoding dating signals. What does her behavior really mean? Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the world of dating interactions, specifically focusing on how to navigate situations where someone might not be on the same page as you. Now, before we jump in, let's ditch the idea of signs or mixed signals. Healthy communication is key, and sometimes things can be misinterpreted. Ever wonder if someone's just not that into you? Well, there are some telltale signs, but don't take them as gospel truth. People express themselves in various ways, and understanding that is key. The aim is to arm you with the tools to tackle such moments head-on, armed with both confidence and a knack for clear communication. Picture this: you're chatting away, but they're not quite reciprocating the energy. Could be a sign they're not fully engaged. Yet, hold your horses. Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Remember, communication styles differ from person to person. It's all about decoding these cues while keeping an open mind. Imagine a scenario where you're left hanging, wondering if they're truly invested. It happens. But fret not. This isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. Embrace the uncertainty, armed with the knowledge that understanding and openness pave the way for smoother interactions. So, here's the bottom line. Listen to your gut feelings, but also be aware of the different ways people convey themselves. It's all about the adventure of improving how we communicate and forging deeper bonds. Our instincts often guide us well, but understanding that communication comes in many shapes and forms is vital in navigating the intricacies of human connection. Think of it as embarking on a quest for clearer communication and more meaningful relationships. Sometimes, what may seem like a roadblock in understanding each other's expressions can actually be a stepping stone towards greater empathy and connection. It's like unlocking a treasure chest of understanding, where each interaction adds a new piece to the puzzle of human communication. So, as you journey through life's interactions, remember to trust your instincts, but also keep an open mind to the diverse ways in which people communicate. Embrace the differences, for they are the threads that weave the rich tapestry of human connection. And in doing so, you'll find yourself on a path towards deeper understanding and more fulfilling relationships. Here are some things to keep in mind. Chronic busy bee. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. We all juggle numerous responsibilities and commitments, leaving us feeling like we're constantly racing against the clock. Yet, amidst this whirlwind, there's something truly special about those who take the time to connect with us. Genuine connections are like rare gems in a sea of busyness, and they deserve to be cherished. But what about those times when we reach out to someone only to be met with the familiar refrain of "I'm swamped"? It's a common excuse, one that we've all likely heard or even used ourselves. Yet, if this excuse becomes a recurring theme in your interactions, it may be worth pausing to reconsider. After all, as the saying goes, actions speak louder than words. Busy individuals may indeed have jam-packed schedules, but they also know how to prioritize what truly matters to them. So, if you find yourself on the receiving end of the "I'm swamped" excuse more often than not, it could be a sign that the other person's priorities lie elsewhere. And that's okay. It's all part of the ebb and flow of life. But it's also an opportunity for reflection. Are you investing your time and energy into relationships that reciprocate your efforts? Are you surrounded by people who value your presence as much as you value theirs? These are questions worth pondering as we navigate the complex tapestry of human connections. The ghost act. Let's break it down. If someone leaves you hanging or suddenly vanishes during a conversation, it's a sign they might not be all that interested. It's like getting left on read. You know the message is received, but the response? Not so much. In these situations, it's important not to expend your energy chasing after someone who isn't reciprocating the effort to communicate. Visualize this. You're having a conversation, then all of a sudden, poof, the other individual vanishes from view. Isn't that annoying? The point is, though, that it's also a very important lesson. In the long term, you can avoid wasting time and suffering by recognizing when someone isn't trying to communicate. Relationships ought to be two-way streets, requiring effort from both sides to maintain the bond. So, next time you find yourself in a situation where the communication feels one-sided, take a step back and reassess. Your time and energy are precious commodities, and they deserve to be invested in relationships that value and appreciate them. Don't settle for being left on read. Hold out for someone who's willing to meet you halfway. Short-circuited dates. We'll talk about dates, those exciting times that hold the possibility of learning more about the person you are going out with. Imagine this: you're out on a date, and it seems like it ends right when you're starting to get into the swing of things. Nothing but an early conclusion to the evening and no explanation. It's similar to running into a speed bump while seeking romance. This could indicate that the other person isn't fully feeling the connection if it occurs more than once. Dates are like chapters in the book of your relationship. They're meant to be savored, not rushed through. So, when someone repeatedly pulls the plug early without offering any insight, it could be a signal that they're not fully invested. Sure, life gets busy, and emergencies happen, but consistent shortening of dates without explanation? That's a red flag waving in the wind. Remember, your time and energy are valuable commodities. Don't settle for someone who's not willing to invest in getting to know you better. Look for someone who's just as excited about spending time with you as you are with them. Because in the end, the right person will make every moment count, leaving you eagerly anticipating the next chapter of your story together. The second date shuffle. Navigating the realm of rejection can feel like walking through a minefield, tricky and potentially explosive. But here's the thing, a straightforward no thanks might sting a little, but it's crystal clear communication. It's like ripping off a band-aid, quick and to the point. And while it might not be the most pleasant experience, it's far better than being left in the dark. It's important not to take a polite rejection personally. Compatibility is like a puzzle, sometimes the pieces just don't fit together, no matter how hard you try to force them. And that's okay. Instead of dwelling on the rejection, focus on finding someone who's the perfect match for you. It's like finding the missing piece of the puzzle. Once you do, everything falls into place beautifully. So, the next time you hear a polite no thanks, take it in stride. Embrace it as an opportunity to continue your search for someone who's truly compatible with you. After all, in matters of the heart, it's all about finding that perfect fit, and when you do, the sting of rejection will be nothing but a distant memory. Flake-out frenzy. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes plans fall through, it's just part of the ride. But when those cancellations become a regular occurrence without a valid explanation, it's like hitting a bump in the road. It shows a disregard for your time and commitment. Sure, emergencies happen, and unexpected events can throw a wrench in our plans. But consistently flaking out without a solid reason? That's a different story altogether. Think of it this way. Your time is valuable, and you deserve to spend it with people who respect and value your presence. When someone repeatedly cancels on you without a good excuse, it sends a message, one that says your time isn't worth their consideration. It's like being stood up at the altar of mutual respect. And let's face it, nobody wants to be left waiting at the altar. So, the next time you find yourself on the receiving end of a last-minute cancellation, take a moment to reassess. Are you willing to invest your time and energy in someone who doesn't prioritize your presence? Remember, you deserve better than being treated like an afterthought. Hold out for someone who values your time as much as you do theirs. Remember, these are just some pointers. Open and honest communication is essential for healthy dating. If you're unsure about someone's interest, the best approach might be a direct, yet kind, conversation. Here's a little plot twist. Instead of just scrutinizing someone else's actions, let's shine the spotlight on our own behavior too. It's easy to get caught up in analyzing every move the other person makes, but what about our own part in the story? Sometimes, clarity in communication starts with us. Think of it as a dance. Both partners need to be in sync for it to flow smoothly. If you're interested in someone, don't leave them guessing. Show it. It's like a beacon of light in the darkness of uncertainty. Whether it's through thoughtful gestures, attentive listening, or simply expressing your feelings openly, there are countless ways to make your interest known. So, instead of waiting for the other shoe to drop, take the initiative. Be the protagonist of your own story and let your actions speak volumes. After all, clear communication is a two-way street, and sometimes, taking the lead is the best way to pave the way for deeper connections. Let's cut to the chase. Honesty is the best policy when it comes to stating your intentions. Whether you're in it for a casual fling or seeking something more meaningful, laying your cards on the table from the get-go sets the tone for open and transparent communication. It's like putting all your cards on the table before the game even begins. Think of it as setting the stage for a drama-free relationship. By being upfront about what you're looking for, you avoid any confusion or misunderstandings down the line. It's like drawing a clear map for both parties to navigate together. Whether you're aiming for a whirlwind romance or a slow-burning connection, clarity is key. So, before diving headfirst into the dating pool, take a moment to reflect on your own intentions. Are you looking for a casual fling, or are you ready to dive into something more serious? Once you've figured that out, don't be afraid to vocalize it. After all, the right person will appreciate your honesty and respect your desires. First, discuss the golden rule of communication, which is that it must be consistent. We're not advocating that you text someone every 2 seconds, though, as that could come across as a little too much. Instead, aim for a steady stream of engaged communication that shows you're genuinely interested. It's like maintaining a steady rhythm in a dance, not too fast, not too slow, just right. Think of it as watering a plant. Regular, consistent care keeps it thriving. Similarly, nurturing a connection through consistent communication helps it blossom into something beautiful. Whether it's through texts, calls, or face-to-face conversations, staying engaged shows the other person that they're on your mind and that you value their presence in your life. So, the next time you're tempted to play the waiting game or let days go by without a word, remember the power of consistent communication. It's the glue that holds relationships together, fostering trust, understanding, and intimacy. After all, in a world where attention is a precious commodity, consistent communication is the currency of connection. Let's talk about the art of being present on dates. It's like mastering a magic trick that can transform an ordinary outing into an unforgettable experience. One simple rule: put that phone away and give your undivided attention to the person sitting across from you. It's not just about manners, it's about creating a genuine connection. Think of it as a dance. You can't sway to the rhythm if you're constantly checking your phone. Being present means immersing yourself fully in the moment, soaking up every detail of the conversation, the laughter, and the shared experiences. It's like painting a canvas with vivid strokes of engagement and enthusiasm. So, the next time you find yourself on a date, resist the urge to sneak a peek at your notifications. Instead, focus on the person in front of you, their words, their gestures, the sparkle in their eyes. By being fully present and engaged, you not only show respect for your date but also open the door to deeper connections and meaningful experiences. After all, in a world filled with distractions, being present is the ultimate gift you can give someone. Let's dive into the realm of boundaries. It's like navigating through a maze where each turn reveals another layer of mutual respect and understanding. One golden rule: never push someone beyond their comfort zone. Whether it's expecting an immediate response or rushing the pace of the relationship, respect for boundaries is paramount. Think of it as a delicate dance. You lead, but you also follow your partner's cues. Pressuring someone to respond on your timeline or speeding up the pace of the relationship is like stepping on their toes. It disrupts the harmony and can leave both parties feeling uneasy. Instead, move forward with sensitivity and patience, allowing the relationship to unfold naturally. So, the next time you're tempted to push the boundaries, take a step back and reassess. Remember that each person moves at their own pace, and that's perfectly okay. By respecting their boundaries, you show that you value their feelings and their autonomy. And in the end, building a strong, healthy relationship is all about creating a safe space where both partners feel heard, understood, and respected. Let's talk about the magic recipe for healthy dating interactions. It's all about putting clear communication and respecting boundaries front and center. Picture it as laying the groundwork for a sturdy house. Without a solid foundation, everything else is at risk of crumbling. By making these two pillars your top priority, you not only set the stage for meaningful connections but also attract like-minded individuals who value the same principles. Think of it as sending out a beacon into the dating world, one that draws in those who share your values and approach to relationships. When you communicate openly and respect each other's boundaries, you create a safe space where trust can flourish. It's like building a bridge between hearts, connecting on a deeper level than surface-level attraction. So, as you navigate the dating scene, keep these principles in mind. Be upfront about your intentions, listen attentively to the other person's needs, and always honor their boundaries. In doing so, you'll not only foster healthy dating interactions but also lay the groundwork for potential long-term connections built on mutual respect and understanding. After all, in matters of the heart, a strong foundation is the key to lasting happiness. Get ready for an exciting journey through dating. It's akin to getting on a roller coaster with unexpected turns, twists, and loops. But do not worry. Equipped with the superpowers of self-awareness and open communication, you'll effortlessly navigate the ups and downs with assurance and comfort. It's all about taking control of the ride and steering it in the direction that feels right for you. Think of it as embarking on a grand adventure. Each date, each interaction, is a chance to learn more about yourself and what you're looking for in a partner. By communicating openly and honestly with yourself and others, you create a roadmap that guides you through the maze of romance. It's like having a compass that points you towards genuine connections and meaningful experiences. So, as you strap in for the dating journey, remember to stay true to yourself. Be open to new experiences, but also listen to your instincts and boundaries. With a dash of courage and a sprinkle of self-awareness, you'll ride the dating roller coaster with grace and emerge on the other side stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes your way. After all, the greatest love story of all begins with loving yourself first. Hi, I am Sarah.